Hey, it's the Political Brown Kid here, back again. Just another thought that I just wanted to kind of drop out here. And it's just kind of just the double talk from females. And actually, I've seen it on, we all seen it in movies. Even the guy on Ho Math, he does it. He's done a video on it. It's where a female will say they want one thing, and when you give them that one thing, they don't want that one thing. They totally reject it, and you're like, I'm totally confused. This is what you said you wanted. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because of this. Everyone knows I'm out here in the dating field. I'm hitting and missing. Mostly it's misses. It's just a bunch of misses out here for real, for me, at least for me. And this is one of the other issues that I've been running into. It's like when I finally meet a match through online dating. And like I said, online dating is the worst, but I don't see anybody out in public. Maybe I'm hanging out at the wrong places. I don't know. But on online dating, when I finally get a match, and I finally get the female to at least talk with me, to make it to, I guess, first base, getting a phone number, exchanging numbers, talking, and so forth. A lot of these females' profiles, they'll say, if you just want to talk about sex, miss me, swipe left, don't even talk to me. Or if all you want is sex, don't talk to me. If you're going to send me a you know what pick, don't talk to me. And they go off and like I want to be friends first, and they say all of this other stuff. So then when you match with them and you're like, okay, this seems like a decent young female. She's very professional. She's blah, 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 blah. And, I read her bio. So then you try to hold conversations to get to know them, and then you're just talking with them. You're having a good time. They're laughing. They're even talking with you, having a good time. And then they just stop talking. They just go away. Go away. And I've been encountering that a lot. So it's just kind of like, well, what's going on here? And then, mind you, they probably are talking to other people too. But for the most part, like what I see is it's like, seems like too, they somewhat get bored with the conversation as well. But my thing is, you don't want to talk about certain things. You don't want me to flirt with you on the phone. You just kind of hinted at that. So what is it that you want me to say to you in this conversation that's going to be engaging? I'm trying to talk to you with a little bit of dignity and respect. And then when we go out, once we're in each other's public and I see what you're receptive to, then, maybe we can amp things up a little more. But it's like most of these females are just not into, or at least they say they don't want to have a certain type of conversation, but then they get bored, at least with me, quickly. I had the one female, she was pretty cool. Like I told you, the one girl, she chose the other guy, and actually the non-melanated guy over me. But she was the only person that was really cool and open to talking, about certain things, and even, like kind of, at least, engaging in certain things. But these other females, at least with me, it's just like they just want to have these strictly business conversations. I met one female, as a matter of fact. She was in marketing. That's what she says she does. She says she's in marketing. And when I was talking with her, she actually approached me. Beautiful female, wonderful looking female. When I say this female is fine, this female is a very nice looking female. And she, initiated it, interaction with me. But when we were talking, it was really all business. Like she was interviewing me like, well, why didn't this work out? Well, what have you been doing since this? How many friends? She literally asked me, how many friends do you have? And then she said, good, because if you don't have friends, that's a red flag. I can't. And like, it was just really just a literal bomb of questions. Like, and it wasn't like a flow of like, let's have a conversation, let's get to know each other and also laugh and converse and boom, 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 and then meet up. She wanted to, and then she still was hesitant about meeting up because I kept trying to say, well, let's meet up. We were talking on the phone because this was our second talk on the phone. And she was still kind of like, nah, I still want to make sure that you cool first before we meet up. And I guess I can respect that. But at the same time, it's kind of like, well, we're not talking about anything, but, you interviewing me. There was a bunch of interview questions. And this goes back to the video that I just made, the past week, the second week of April, I guess. Of February. When I was saying how professional men and professional women just can't seem to mesh. Because it's like you're two business people and you're both talking very stuffy, and then you're trying to figure out, well, I guess you're trying to determine if the other person will get turned off if you have certain conversations. So that's why I was made the comment that I made before because that's just been my experience. Again, just my experience. Like if I start talking a certain way to these females, they go away. Or well, I haven't tried it with most of them. I just talk very, I try to make them laugh, try to have humorous conversations, try to have insightful conversations. But it seemed like they get bored with that. So it's like, well, the only thing I didn't talk about was, banging. So maybe I should have delved into that pool. So maybe I'm trying to ask you all who are listening in here, maybe how should the conversations flow? When I'm talking to these females, how do you, keep them engaged? Because, like I said, some of them I've been able to keep engaged, some not. Um, so maybe I should ask you all, like, what's going on? Maybe it's something that I'm doing wrong. And I know I didn't get fill in the blanks of like what my conversations entail, and I'm not giving you a lot of more detail, but they just really involve getting to know the individual, like their likes, just finding out what their interests are, just having discussions on certain various topics. Some females, they will engage in talking about religion, politics, and stuff, but we keep it very light. We don't get into debates and arguing. We've actually had good conversations on certain things. So, I keep it in those realms and, just kind of, just talking about experiences and which, your day and, just a bunch of hypothetical questions and so forth and, kind of relationships and how things have been going. But I haven't delved with most of them into the other realm, into the adult realm, because I didn't get to know them that well first. And then they just went away, after 2 or 3 phone calls, they just disappeared. So I'd like to get your thoughts. Once again, this is the Political Brown Kid, everybody. Take care.